God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
Played collegiately over at East Lansing. It's Kenneth Walker III. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Seahawks! DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football.
Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. It'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
It's a good brings up second and 11. The Seahawks bring it out.
On second down now. It's Gibbs, and he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On first down, Gibbs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. Back to throw. Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
The incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 2nd and inches, Smith. It's caught, Lockett. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Geno down to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball notch free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On the counter, it's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss to start out here, 2nd and 11. Now Geno. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Caught here by Bell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Again, Goff. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Goff. Wright's got it. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again, Goff. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
62 yards on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Now maybe a free play here for Smith. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Lions 10. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Goff. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. It's Gibbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's take a play, boys. Showtime. Let's make some noise.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs, and he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the 50, it's gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And in for the Lions, touchdown. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just saying, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Taken down at the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And after the Russell Wilson trade, you have to ask, will Tyler Lockett be able to extend his streak of 1,000-yard seasons to 4 without the only quarterback he's ever played with in the NFL? But the way he plays, a very steady presence and catches
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's gone.
Rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Lions 24. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now looking to throw.
This ball nearly intercepted. Oh, once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 average, 60 average. Bronco quick, Bronco 18, high in.
From the 25 on second down, Smith, he lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Okay,
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Geno. Walker with a grab, left side. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
ready.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Back to throw. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to find Jameson Williams.
And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff throwing again. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Taken from about the 12 as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibbs, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 2, Goff. Complete to Wright, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Out of the gun, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Goff now looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Goff.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Goff now to throw.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'm most surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Goff taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal with only tie as they up their lead to 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Here we go, here we go.
One last throw here for Smith.
A huge mistake late. It's intercepted.